Hey everybody, back with another video. I actually, just a quick maybe update. I'm going to do something, but just figured I'd make a quick video. I just sold the Carnival that was sitting here, so I kind of moved Space Invaders right there and kind of turned my kicks, multi-space dungeon cab that facing this way. But I got something in the mail. Okay, that's weird. And my camera is freaking out. It's getting old. But I have a BitKit in this Scramble cabinet, and you can see that the horizontal hold is off. And it typically, after it warms up a little bit, it'll actually sync up to something. And I just don't want to mess with it. And it's a G07. It's been recapped, and the BitKit and this monitor are just, I've had the same issue with a 4600. I think it's just like the K7000s or maybe a 4900 has a better sync range or something. So I always end up having trouble with this damn thing. See if I can get it to do anything. Nope. So I could adjust it, but what I did is I got a Highscoresave kit from I got the Scramble Multi-kit from Highscoresave, so I'm going to put that in this cabinet, modify my board, and then I'll put the BitKit in something else. And that way I can have, I mean, there's so many games on the BitKit now that mine was one of the original ones where I can't even have all the games on it. So this will allow me to have a multi-Stern Konami cabinet with Turtles and Scramble and Super Cobra and Anteater, and take those games off the BitKit and then use the BitKit for something else. So let me pull this out and get the board out. As soon as I start moving things out, it did sync up a little bit. It's still off because you can see the curl here. Oh, whoops. Okay, well now it's booting some game, I think. There we go. Was it Galaga? Yeah, so see, it works. I mean, it's just, it takes a while for the monitor, I guess, to get to a point where it wants to sync, and then it's still got a little bit of curl and weirdness, but all right, now I'm taking it back at the bench here. I got the BitKit there with my JAMA adapter. This box here is for something else. I have to do a different video on that thing. Highscoresaves. Alright, let's get this Highscoresave. Got some type of standoffs or something going on there. I ordered the little magnet multi-game. Press player 1, hold it for 4 seconds. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so we got one board, 2 boards, need the Z80 in there, and I don't know what that is. Interesting. Then a win bond. This is probably for a B prom. Oh yeah, those are probably B proms. And then that, I haven't even read the directions yet. And there is my board. And let me read the directions and figure out how I need to connect this. Obviously the Z80 is going to go there. Maybe I need to put those standoffs in between, potentially. So I'm going to have to read the... Alright, I quickly read the directions here and disassembled my boards. So on the sound CPU, you remove the Z80. Mine happens to be socketed, and I put this in there with the Z80 in there, just like that. On the main PCB board, my Z80 at, I don't know what the location is, 1K or something, is not socketed. So I'm going to have to socket that Z80 up here, put the Z80 in this thing, put that there. I can remove all these ROMs, the sound ROMs as well as the main CPU ROMs, because it acts as a ROM saver. Can remove the graphics ROMs, stick this board into the graphics ROM. Those are socketed, so not a big deal, but I also have to socket this bipolar PROM at whatever location that is. It actually, these boards don't have locations on them. That's weird. But anyway, there's a PROM right there that I'm going to have to socket. So I need to socket two chips, a Z80 and a PROM. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually film this working with my JAMA adapter. Oh, actually, I don't have a JAMA. Do I have a Konami JAMA adapter? Yeah, I think I'll film it working just so we know that this board set works before I desolder. Alright, I got my Highscoresave's JAMA adapter, Konami adapter there with the negative 5-volt jumper in. Little thing there. Hopefully, I tested. Well, I haven't tested it yet, so we'll find out. But I verified that this adapter seems to be wired up correctly for power. Alright, powered it on. Boom. We got it. I don't know what my volume is like, but see if we can get a start at it. Speaker sound is weird, but I know this board worked. There might be something. There might be something up with the adapter or something. Huh. Listen to that. That's weird. I know this game worked in the cabinet, but anyway. Good enough for me. I'll figure it out when we get it back in the cabinet. So let me desolder some chips. Alright, I got the Z80 socket replaced, pulled the Z80 and put it in here, so it's the same Z80. That wasn't too bad, but pulling this BPROM was a bear. Actually, it took me so long to pull these two chips out without, I gave up, and it's the next day. I didn't give up, I was just like, damn, I messed with it for like probably an hour, just taking my time, you know, reflowing solder, using flux and solder wick and everything I could to get that damn thing going. So anyway, we need to put it back together. This main CPU board goes here. Just line up the legs. Whoops, like I didn't do. There we go. Let's check that out. So that's in there good. I might clean the bottom of that off. Still a little solder, flux there on the bottom. Alright, and then I removed all of the program ROMs and graphics ROMs. This has two sets of, gosh, now I can't think. Two ROMs, basically. Go in for the graphics ROMs. Let's see here. Push down on that. Our bipolar PROM right here at, what is that, 6E, I guess. Yeah. That looks good. Then we hook up our little interconnect cable here. Alright, so that's the main CPU board. And then on the sound board, actually I can take out these sound ROMs. You don't have to do this. I am going to do it, I believe, so. And then we put in, now this one I did have to remove the Z80, it was already socketed on mine, and put that into the socket here. Just like that. The machine pins, gosh, I couldn't think of pins, machine pins, that's what it is. Alright, so once we get that done, we need to mount this board on top of the board like this, and then connect the interconnect cable, the ribbon cable. So what he provides is, you can see over here, are extended standoffs. And I don't know, am I missing one? I should have 3. No, I see it. Okay, so there, that goes there, and you put, you know, like that. So there's 3 standoffs. One there, one there, and this little contraption goes in the edge here, like something like this. I'm pretty sure it goes like that. But if you notice, the hole isn't very big, so I don't know if he sent, and this, the guy from Highscoresaves, I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, because I'm on camera talking live. I don't think these came with his, so I might need to enlarge this hole with a drill, because he did send 4 of these, and that's obviously not going to be good enough to go down there. So I need to enlarge that hole on both sides to have it go straight down through, I believe, if I'm not mistaken here. No, that can't work, because, yeah. So it's probably meant not for this big long screw, and it's meant for something like a smaller screw like this to go into each one. So yeah, that's confusing to me, that part up here. And the reason is because you can see the hole for the board is down here, the hole for the add-on board is over here. So sliding this in kind of allows you to screw from the bottom and then from the top. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me how that works. Or maybe it's just there to support it. You don't screw it in, maybe you just leave it like that. I don't know. Not sure on that one. And also not sure what this 3D printed thing does. This was also included, but it's not in the instructions. And I don't know what that does either. Maybe that's for support over here somehow. Or is it for that? Is it for this BPROM thing like that? It's kind of like the same size. I don't know. Kind of weird. I don't know if that's where that goes. I mean, it kind of makes sense that it goes like that, maybe. And then you push and you lay this board on top of it like that. Oh yeah. I mean, don't know. So, if anybody's watching this video and figures out like, yes, that goes there, and it's also an additional support for the BPROM or something, let me know. I have no idea. Alright, so let me put this back together off camera because it's kind of like hard with the camera. I'm just gonna, mount this, put the board on, screw it into the feet, and be right back. Okay, so I got the standoffs on, and I wasn't sure how to do this one here, honestly. So I modified it. I screwed it from the top, but you can see my screw was a little bit too big, and I cracked the 3D printed thing. I also used a Dremel right here and cut one of these long machine screws, I guess. It's not really a screw, but whatever, bolt, so that it could actually fit into the bottom of that part. And then I kind of screwed this on there, but I would probably need to take this back off and put some hot glue to hold the top of the screw or bolt in, because it's kind of loose, but it's good enough, I think, because you can't really get to it. So it's, I really have no idea how you're supposed to use that. So anyway, everything else is on there pretty good. It's just that part was a little bit unknown for me to figure out how to do it. Here's my little screw that I sawed off. That's about how much I sawed off. And let's power this thing on. All right, have everything hooked up, I think, correctly. Let's hope. It's on. So is it on free play? And my sound works too. I don't know why my sound wasn't working before. It might have been, maybe I didn't have the cables connected correctly, but looks pretty decent. I don't know if the colors are overdriven or something. It's kind of weird. Alright, well it's working, which is good news. So we'll put it back into the camera, into the cabinet here, actually. But I got it in the cabinet, put my cabinet back together. I have it set up so if you press player 1 and 2, it should reset. There we go. And go back to the main menu. And if you do that reset, and then press hold down, reset and press and hold down 1. There we go. I can get into the main menu without power cycling the game. It's Joe from Highscoresave, so I'll link to his video because he goes through how to set all this up. I'm just going to cover like my setup. I set it up for Scramble, default game, upright cabinet, free play enabled, cheat, attract sounds 1 to 4, show boot logo is disabled, save all high scores. Actually, I want to change that to top 3. Don't need to backup scores, and reset all dip sweating. No, don't want to do that. Boot up with the default game, boot up menu is disabled, and reset button is enabled, so we can anytime just reset the game. And then you got scramble settings. I have them all. I'm not going to go through each one, but I have them all set to 3 lives, and the Stern ROM set if it's appropriate, and Stern Message or Konami or whatever the manufacturer is, their logo, have that set up. Same super, all that stuff. All dip switches saved, and we'll go back up to our
main menu as soon as I hit start. And then the one thing is I went through the games. I haven't played all of them. I love Anteater, but you can see I didn't mess with the, hopefully this is coming out okay. I didn't mess with the monitor at all. It just is set up to sync with the Scramble board, and no matter what I did with the BitKit, it just was like off for certain games and stuff like this. But this is much better. There's not any curl. I'm pretty sure I did the curl mod on this G07, or it was done before. So it looks great. I mean, and all the games sync and stuff. Press and hold player 1 and let go. Then we can come down and play like Turtles or Frogger. I will say Frogger does not look, I mean, I know Joe mentioned this, like there's the blue background is supposed to be black, but other parts of Frogger don't really look correct to me, but maybe they are. I mean, or maybe it's my monitor that's not set up correctly. It just looks like the logs are too light. I don't know. But I think the other games look fine, so I don't know if it's my monitor or not. Oh, let me see if I can get that. Oh, damn it. There you go. But it's cool to have all these games, and then I won't have to have these games on the BitKit because now I have it on a normal Scramble board. Whoops. So then if you press and hold player 1 and 2, then it'll reset, go back to the main menu, press and hold player 1, if I can. Come on. There we go. Had to press and hold it a little bit longer. Anteater is probably my favorite game, honestly. This game is so fun, but it's a little loud. Might have to adjust the sound. But this game is so fun. Whoop. Damn. I always screw up on that. Oh. Oh yeah, the other guy got me. See, I suck. When I was playing this on the BitKit, I was a little bit better. Uh-oh. I'm screwed. There you go. Alright, that's it, everybody. Just a quick video. If I did it again, I would be tempted to just cut out the prom and pull the legs out. Like, I'm probably never going to use that prom again, or if I needed to, I could burn another one. Pulling that prom out was a total pain in the butt. And I actually pulled a couple pads, unfortunately, so it didn't impact anything, but it was just jacked up. So alright, that's it. Scramble with the Highscoresave.com multi-kit. I only have part of the arcade on, but you get the idea. Got some warlords right there, and Sea Wolf, which is great. So alright, that's it, guys. Adios.